Ethereum is about to moonshot. Hey guys, what's going on? Jib here, and in today's video, I'm going to be explaining many reasons why right now is an excellent time to be buying Ethereum. In fact, I'm going to show you several reasons why I believe that it's going to more than 3x from where it is, and why that is an exciting investment opportunity that you ought to consider getting involved with. There are 4 layer 1 blockchains in the top 10 on CoinMarketCap: Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, and Avalanche. And I do believe that of all 4 of them, Ethereum right now is the single most important one that you need to be adding to your portfolio. So before this video is over, you will understand why Ethereum is a great investment right now. So without much further ado, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Today's episode of The Climate of Crypto is brought to you by me. If you guys didn't know, I do financial coaching, and I would love to sit down with you guys and go over your portfolio. And while I'm not going to tell you exactly what to buy or how to buy, because I'm not a financial advisor and I don't want to be one, I will absolutely help you to get a structure and a system in place that will help you to make money. I will teach you what you should do with that money. I will teach you how to get out of debt, live a happy life, build prosperity, build wealth, and be radically generous and have the joy that that brings. I'm doing financial coaching calls almost every single day right now, and it is an absolute blast. I love meeting with you guys. I love helping you guys with finances, and every time one of those calls ends, our client says, I am so glad that I spent this time with you. So if you guys are interested in working with me personally on your finances and on your cryptocurrency portfolio, then check the link down below. Let's get started. I made a bold statement at the beginning of this video. There are 4 layer 1 applications that you build decentralized apps on top of in the top 10 on CoinMarketCap: Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, and Avalanche. Right now, I firmly believe that Ethereum is the best of all of those to invest in, and here's why. Ethereum has not yet reached all the way back towards its all-time high, which means that its risk is relatively low, and I'm very excited to tell you that you will more than 25% increase your investment just by returning to all-time high, which, as we'll get to in a minute, is almost certainly going to happen. Solana is vastly more inflationary than Ethereum, and as such, even though we have not returned back to price action all-time high, Solana is actually finding support right now on its previous bull market's all-time high, which means that there is greater risk because you're investing later into the rally. As far as Cardano goes, while it is a great blockchain, it is being left in the dust by Solana and Ethereum because its decentralized application activity has not reached anywhere near the $50 billion in total value locked that Ethereum has seen, and the $4 billion in TVL that Solana has seen. Cardano has a lot of catching up to do, and while I do think it's a great investment, that does bring a certain degree of risk. Avalanche, of the 4 of them, comes in last place in market capitalization standpoint, and part of that has to do with some trouble that the team has been running into, but also, similarly to Solana, it has been undergoing quite a substantial amount of inflation, and not one of the last 3 on that list have an ETF likely to be coming. You see, Bitcoin has now been institutionalized, and the risk of investing in Bitcoin has dropped exceptionally quickly, which means that its risk-to-reward ratio has dramatically increased, which is why there's so much investment in it right now. We invest in things based on risk-to-reward ratio. What's the potential return divided by what is the potential risk? The risk on Bitcoin has dramatically crashed through the freaking floor. And while we do not have an ETF application for any of the other 3 layer 1 blockchains that is being seriously considered, the Ethereum ETF will almost certainly be online within the next 24 months, potentially within just the next 24 days. And the reason for that is because the deadline for the ETFs for Ethereum that have been put forth by BlackRock and Fidelity is rapidly approaching. Ethereum very well may not approve those ETFs, but it would be out of character to deny an ETF to BlackRock, who have applied for almost 500 and have only ever been denied once. They were not even denied the Bitcoin ETF application. Even if they are denied, Ethereum is almost certainly going to get an ETF approval within the next 2 years, because after the election, Gary Gensler will most likely lose his seat and be replaced by someone else, and just about anybody in the world is going to be less anti-crypto than Gary. It doesn't get much more vitriolic towards this industry than Gary flipping Gensler. And so when we do get somebody else leading the Securities and Exchange Commission, and when we do continue to see growth and success out of the Bitcoin exchange traded funds, and when we do see the SEC realize that Bitcoin is the most successful exchange traded fund in the history of the entire United States stock market, they will have absolutely no argument before any judge to deny Ethereum the same. And that will dramatically reduce the risk on Ethereum. And while you may not have a 10x potential on Ethereum this year, you still do in the next decade. I could very easily see Ethereum moving up to $35,000. Am I crazy? No. Is that possible? Yeah, seriously. It really could happen. That'd be a $4.2 trillion ETH. I could totally see that happening within the next 10 to 15 years, especially accounting for inflation in the United States dollar. So a 10x on Ethereum within the next 10 years is absolutely in the cards, as it is in the cards for Bitcoin. And the risk on Ethereum is plummeting as the Duncan upgrade has gone off without a hitch, and as an Ethereum exchange traded fund seems more likely than ever. So when we see Ethereum hitting at the 0.786 Fibonacci level, dropping back down and finding support around the 0.618 to 0.65 Fibonacci golden pocket, I say, and what we did is buy. We bought a considerable amount of Ethereum, now with an average cost basis of about $3,200, and I'm very excited to watch that run into the bull market. I also have a track record on this. Ethereum was actually our best performing asset during the last bull market. We bought it at $150 and rode it all the way up to $5,000. So I've been doing this for a while. I kind of know what I'm talking about. I'm not trying to be prideful, but I am just saying that when I say that Ethereum has a bright future, I've got my reasoning and I've got the track record. I can see Ethereum's track record to tell you why. And the reason is because everything else bows down to it. It is the alpha of altcoins, and there is absolutely nothing that is beating Ethereum in terms of market capitalization anytime soon, including Solana. Am I saying that you should not invest in Solana, ADA, or AVAX? No, it's totally fine to pick up those positions because then you're diversifying your risk profile even more while still maintaining an overall portfolio risk, investing in those four, of probably at least 10x over the course of the next 10 years. So it's a great idea to diversify out of Ethereum and buy those other three. I personally hold all three of those, Solana, Cardano, and AVAX. But right now, at this specific point in history, of the four of them, I believe Ethereum is the best possible investment you can make in those four, and I also think that you have a very strong likelihood of tripling your money over the course of the next 2 years with relatively low risk. So if you have not started dollar cost averaging into Ethereum and you have not added it to your position, then by all means, I am not your financial advisor. I am not trying to tell you and command you what to do with your money, but I would highly encourage you to consider that you may be missing out on an excellent investment opportunity. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel and stay tuned for more content. We've got a lot coming. That's going to wrap it for today. Before I go, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.